To the video lecture on the course Op-amp and linear integrated circuit. In this session, we will be discussing the topic of voltage follower regulator, which is nothing but a DC voltage regulator. And here, as the name indicates, voltage follower regulator, the output will follow the input voltage follower regulator. So in this session, we will be seeing the circuit diagram, seeing the operation of the circuit, and some of the parameters of this particular voltage follower regulator. Seeing the circuit diagram of this voltage follower regulator using op-amp, as we have discussed in our previous video session, that is the regulator is having main four components, that is the reference voltage, error amplifier, the feedback path, the feedback signal, and the control element. So this entire circuit diagram is comprising of that part. So the first part, the Zener diode, D1 is nothing but it is used as a reference voltage. Vz is used as a reference voltage, which is decided by the Zener current Iz and the drop across the diode. The comparator is used as an error amplifier. The output voltage is sampled across the capacitance C1, and the control element is nothing but the series pass transistor Q1, which is the series element, what we can say, and we can state that this voltage follower using op-amp is nothing but it is a series voltage regulator. So in this case now, the op-amp is used as a comparator, that is 741 op-amp, and supplied to the op-amp, that is plus VCC and minus VEE, is provided as the input voltage of the supply itself, that is Vin. An inverting terminal is connected to the output part, which is the output sample, what we can say. So now in this case now we can state that VB will be equal to V naught. So which is nothing but the output voltage, that is V naught with respect to the ground, and VA is equal to VZ, that is the Zener voltage. Now using our properties of the op-amp from the virtual ground concept, due to the virtual ground concept, we can state that VB is equal to VA, that is we can state that V naught is equal to VZ. So in this case, this will be the output voltage what we can obtain for this particular case. Now the output voltage is constant, equal to the Zener voltage. The Zener voltage is maintaining the constant output, so the output voltage is followed or replicated at the input part. The series pass transistor is to supply the additional load current which op-amp cannot supply. For large load current, suppose if it is a large load current, op-amp has to supply only the base current of the transistor, that is IB. If the load current is less than 25 milliamp, series pass transistor Q1 does not play any role, and op-amp behaves as the voltage follower circuit. The function of the capacitance is very large, is to supply the fast demands on the regulator and to eliminate the possibility of any oscillator behavior of the regulator. Oscillatory behavior is eliminated by this particular value of capacitance, and it is a very large value. Any change in the supply voltage Vin changes the drop across the resistance R1 by the same amount. This changes the Zener diode current, which affects the Zener voltage Vz, and hence the output voltage V0. So in this case, any changes in the input, the output also gets changes. The change in Zener current is given by the expression delta Iz will be equal to delta Vin divided by R1, where delta is nothing but a small change in the input voltage. Therefore, there is a small change in the Zener current, which is given by this particular expression, and the output voltage, the change in output voltage delta V0 will be equal to delta Vz, which is equal to delta Iz into Zz. Here Zz is nothing but the dynamic impedance of the Zener diode, and that is a dynamic condition. It depends upon the condition of the diode at that particular instant. Therefore we get delta V0 will be equal to delta Vin into Zz divided by R1. So this will be the change in the output voltage when there is a change in the input voltage. The line regulation is defined as change in output voltage when V in changes by the specified amount. That is the line regulation, or also called as the source regulation. Therefore, percentage line regulation will be equal to delta V naught for specified change in V in divided by V naught multiplied by 100%. Similarly, the load regulation is change in output load or output voltage when load current IL changes from 0 to the full load. So in this case, percentage load regulation will be equal to delta V naught for maximum change in IL divided by V naught multiplied by 100. So what is IL now? Change in load current. So if RS is the source resistance, that is the source side what we consider. Hence, change in Vin due to maximum change in load current from 0 to IL max is given by delta Vin will be equal to IL max into RS. Therefore, delta V naught will be equal to delta V in into ZZ divided by R1. So, which is nothing but delta V naught will be equal to IL max RS into ZZ divided by R1. Therefore, substituting that delta V naught in the load regulation, we will get the load regulation. And the next parameter is the ripple rejection. Ripple rejection is nothing but RR is equal to 20 log of VR out divided by VR in decibel, and these VR out and VR in are nothing but it is used in delta V naught expression and delta V in expression itself. So for change in input voltage and change in output voltage, and in this form we get the various parameters of the circuit. And concluding to this, giving a conclusion to this part is that it is a voltage follower. So that is the output voltage is following the input voltage. If there is changes in the load current, accordingly the changes occurs in the circuit, and we get a regulated output voltage. Thank you for watching this video.